Today we are going to do a wear test slash first impressions of the new Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow Moisturizing Skin Tint. I picked this up at Sephora and I would say I really enjoy Too Faced complexion slash base products. I find them to be really nice. If you hear a slight echo, I apologize. I just moved. I need to buy a rug. And this is not the new background. It's just temporary while I am kind of shifting things around. But I wanted to do a wear test before I figured that out. So you can purchase this on Sephora or the Too Faced website. It is $42. I picked up the shade Light Beige and we're gonna test it out today. Interesting, it only has 3 stars on Sephora, so it looks like some people are not enjoying it. For reference, I have normal to dry skin. To prep my skin today, I use the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, just a really great classic moisturizer. Highly recommend it if you have sensitive skin. And then I'm using my Tula sunscreen, which I really enjoy. So this foundation, I guess, or skin tint comes in 18 shades, and here are the claims behind it. It's an oil-free, nourishing serum foundation with up to 24-hour wear and hydration and SPF 30 for an additional layer of coverage in terms of sunscreen, but definitely still put your sunscreen underneath, especially as summer is nearing. Now, what's interesting, for it being a serum foundation slash skin tint, it does say that the coverage is medium and the finish is natural. And I've already tried this on my skin. I haven't done a wear test on it. I only put it on my skin and it really does have a medium coverage, you guys. So let's take a closer look at the box in case you want to see these details here. It has some info about some of the ingredients they want to highlight here. And then here is the foundation. This bottle reminds me a lot of the Dior Backstage foundation, which I really like. And honestly, I would say it has a lot of similar properties as well. This is made in Canada. I am not seeing a shelf life on the box for some reason. I'm missing it. But normally I would say it's about 12 months. Okay, let's try this baby on. Let's look at the consistency. So you'll see this is from trying it earlier. It is a more liquidy consistency. You can see right there, this is just a palette that I got in a PR package from M Cosmetics. And I'm going to use my finger to kind of warm it up. And this is how I like to apply most of my base products. From the first time that I did try it, this is my preferred method of application. So I'm using my finger to spread it out, especially with this being a skin tint. This is going to minimize the loss of product slash coverage. So you're going to get the most amount of possible coverage with this. Now, if you are looking for even more coverage, use a brush to push in the product. I'm going to use a damp sponge. This one is from Rephr, just to push the product in. If you're shade match with me, light beige is great. It's like a hint too deep, but with summer coming up, I'm really not concerned about it. And what do we think? I think it looks so fantastic. I mean, the first time I put this on, I loved it. It doesn't do any blurring and smoothing of the pores, but it gives a really hydrated look without emphasizing the pores or anything like that. I feel like it looks very skin-like, and I feel like it really does give a medium coverage and has a natural finish. It looks pretty glowy, but not in a glittery or greasy way, in a very natural way. So I'm really liking how this sits on the skin. I think it looks like skin. I think it looks really pretty and natural. It doesn't smooth the surface of the skin, which some products, some foundations can do. I don't see that happening with this, but it also just leaving my skin as is, how it looked before. So I really like that. I'm going to now put this on the other side of my face, and I really feel like this product loves how I've warmed it into the skin. I think it helps give that really natural appearance. I'm just squirting a little bit more onto my palette. I probably just squirted too much, but I'm gonna spread this evenly over my skin. Excuse my nails. I've fallen into loving press-on nails, but not really good for moving. So until I'm done unpacking, I'm gonna have little boy hands. And that's fine, because when I was teaching, I didn't have anything on my nails either. This is how I wore my nails. Using my sponge to push the product in. Put a little bit under here to make the match make a little bit more sense. Guys, it feels so good to be filming in a real dedicated beauty room. I'm so inspired. So here is how the foundation, skin tint, whatever is looking. I think if you have dry skin, you're really going to enjoy this because it truly does feel very nourishing. And the amount of coverage that I got from it, really surprising. I don't think it's going to give you up to full coverage, but it definitely gives you enough if you have some redness, discoloration that you want to cover. This definitely evens it out. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You can see it right here up close in this HD camera. I don't use any filters. This is what it looks like, and I think it looks really, really nice. I do have a glow to my skin, which will tone down when I set it with powder. So I am going to finish the rest of my makeup. All of the products that I put on top will be down below, but here's some music and me applying the rest of my face products. I did want to hop on for lips because besides the foundation, Too Faced also launched these lip injection extreme lip shapers that I wanted to try on camera. These were sent to me in PR. I bought the skin tint, but the lip liners were sent to me in PR. So I'm going to try the shade Puffy Nude. This is what the packaging looks like. Is this twist up? No, it's push up. I don't really like that, but okay. Let's see. Ooh, it smells really fruity, really yummy. Okay, this particular shade is very close to my natural lip color. I feel like this gives almost like more of a blurred edge look. It's very creamy. Interesting. I love the way that it smells. And this was the perfect shade to just make my lips look a little better, and it says that this plumps. 8-hour plumping. In that case, let me just put this on, because you know Too Faced is known for the plumping lip gloss. Plump and reshape your lip line while creating a supersized look. Super plumping demi matte lip. I can feel, I guess, a little bit the plumping effect, but it's not crazy intense, so if you don't like that feeling, I'm feeling it, but it's definitely not as hurty as like the lip gloss. And so I pulled, since we were doing Too Faced, this Sunday Funday lipstick from one of my favorite Too Faced Peached collections, but they don't make this anymore, but I just wanted to pull it out. So beautiful, it smells so good. Ooh, I need a lip gloss. But it's really great for muting out the lips. Let me pull out, I can totally feel it plumping right now. Whether that is a good or bad thing, I don't know, but I feel like the spiciness of my lips is getting spicier the longer it sits on. I'm just putting on Catrice lip gloss. Okay, let me pull myself together and I'll show you how we're looking for today's wear test. So here's how everything is looking up close. My biggest concern for this skin tint is wear time, because I do find with skin tints, a lot of the times you can look really oily or heavy throughout the day, but right now I just feel like my skin looks phenomenal. It looks super nourished, very, very hydrated. It literally looks like skin to me. I love how this is sitting on my skin, so I will have to keep you updated. I hope it holds up because it just looks so good. One note I do have to make, if you have a lot of like hair on your face, I would definitely shave it down because I do find that I can see a little bit just with the finish of it. It can emphasize that. So as long as you shave your face, you're going to get a really smooth finish. I have very, can you see that right here? A little bit of peach fuzz. You can see that peach fuzz. So I think exfoliating / shaving before doing this, just like a little face shaver, will benefit and make the skin look as smooth as possible. So I'm going to show you how this looks on my iPhone camera because that reveals all secrets, and I'll update you guys in a few hours. But so far, I'm loving this. I normally don't like skincare, skin tint moisturizing products. I feel like they do tend to look heavy and emphasize things I don't want them to emphasize. So far, loving this. And here we are on the phone camera, which I think emphasizes more than is even visible. But it just looks so good and healthy, right? I look like I'm in a jail cell without anything on the walls, but I like it. We are at the 5-hour mark. It is randomly very humid today. I mean, I know I live in Miami, but it's been winter, so it's been nice. But hair very humid today. But let's look at the foundation. I did work a little bit of a sweat up. I was eating lunch outside and then I was carrying some heavy packages. But here is how we're looking. I will say overall, I think my skin looks great, but a little shiny, a little heavy in this area. So I can already tell if you are an oily person, prep properly if you want the vibe of this, the look of it, because yeah, it's breaking up a little bit right here. But overall, 5 hours in, been a little bit sweaty, my skin looks great. I can already tell this is not one of like my favorite long wear foundations. Like, I am not about to wear this on a day that I'm going to be out in the sun sweating all day, but you know, running errands, going out looking nice for lunch, even dinner. Like, this is a very pretty foundation so far. So I think it looks really great. At this point, if I weren't really testing it, doing a serious wear test, I would powder a little bit in the T-zone area, but it looks good. I will come at you guys in a few more hours, but around the 4 to 5 hour point is when things tend to go downhill for makeup. So prepare your eyes for the next clip. Woo! Okay, so it's officially been 8 hours. So here is how we are looking. Honestly, I think my skin looks really great. However, between the last wear test update and now, I wasn't doing as much. It wasn't as intensive. I didn't go outside. I didn't run up and down my hallways or anything like that. The breaking up in this area, while it still continued to do so, it doesn't look bad. What I'm very impressed with is the lack of traveling in the smile lines, which happens with 99.9% of foundations, right? Like, look, it's very slight. I mean, this looks really nice. This wore pretty well. It's not going to be the most long-wearing foundation I have in my collection. It also is not a product for oily skin. You definitely need to prep if you have oily skin, because remember, I have dry skin. I don't get too crazy dry or anything like that, but I don't get too crazy oily also. And I'm glowy. It doesn't look as fresh, but it's been a full 8 hours since I put this on. So overall, I really like this foundation. Of course, I'm going to have to test it with other products and other days and longer time. So make sure you subscribe to my channel because I will feature this in an upcoming speed reviews after doing a lot more trials and wear tests with it. But as of now, first impressions, I am very impressed. I love the coverage level that it gives. I love how skin-like it is. So it really will even your complexion while still looking really light on the skin. It's going to make the skin look really hydrated as well. But over time, it can look a little heavy in areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my Glossier powder, which, update on this, I really love this powder. I think it's traceless. It reminds me a lot of the Hourglass powder that is like really traceless on the skin as well. So here I did the center of the forehead and this side of the face, and you can see, I don't want to say it looks good as new, but it definitely refreshed the area. So I think as long, you know, as you set your skin, take care of it, prep properly, I think you can definitely get a decent wear out of it. Nothing amazing, but there are ways to aid it to make it an even longer lasting foundation. But it's so beautiful for those of you who want a little bit of coverage but still want that natural dewy look. Really, really great. So I'm very happy with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, found it helpful. Thanks so much for sticking through it with me today, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye guys, have a good one.